Hello friends and welcome to another Modern League. Today we're returning once again to Yawgmoth combo and I got something exciting for all of you. This is my take on Yawgmoth Yorion. Um, we've got an 80 card main here which is going to give us plenty of room to play a lot of fun cards. I didn't go too crazy. I was really kind of focusing on a lot of the cards that we were already using and bumping these up to 4 if we didn't already have that kind of space. And then really kind of looking to pad out the numbers, I guess you could say. Just trying to make sure we have a consistent Yawgmoth, consistent Undying Creatures. So you can see here we have the regular suspects here for Undying Creatures, and then I'm also running Vorapede to kind of like, again, up the numbers a little bit. I want a higher number of Undying Creatures since we have a higher number of cards in our deck list, so we have approximately the same odds of drawing them. We also have more ways to search. We have the classic Chord of Calling and Eldritch Evolution. We're also running for Eladamri's Call. Again, since we have more cards in the library, I want more ways to find Yawgmoth, as well as some of the other things that we have access to. I've decided to really go with a silver bullet sideboard for this league here. Again, since the deck list has so many more cards in it, if I were putting, random spells into the deck, I would have a much lower chance of finding them when I need them. So I decided to go with a creature sideboard, a silver bullet sideboard, because I can search these cards out. If, the situation arises where I need a Collector Ouphe, or I'm playing against Control and Thran is the card I need, well, I can find them. I can put them into play and get the use that I require out of them. Otherwise, I mean, a lot of these things that you're going to be seeing, you're going to expect to see from Yawgmoth decks. We got Bird of Paradise, Ignoble Hierarch, Prosperous Innkeeper. Since we're running the increased deck size, I figured that there was no excuse not to be playing the Halfland Citizen. And I'm also running both Cutthroat and Blood Artist. I figure that that would probably be fine with having so much space to be able to put the cards in. Um, yeah, we'll see. You definitely don't need more than one of these, but what's the harm, right? All right, let's head into the queue and see how we do. A little bit awkward with the Geralf's Messenger, but this is fine. Ooh, we're playing against Burn. A difficult matchup. So next turn we're going to be looking at playing Wall of Roots, Hierarch, I think. Should be able to explode onto the board. That'll make Chord of Calling quite good. Hey, stream team. Oh no, Eidolon! This is the worst timing. I wanted to cast like 3 spells this turn. Max Locks? More Docs. Thanks for the follow, friend. Play Hierarch now, then I'll have 5 mana for Chord of Calling, which only gets me a 2-drop. Really want a 3-drop at least. We're also just kind of close to, like having what we need, but this Eidolon is really cramping my style. Another one? Okay. So we can Chord of Calling, gain 4 life, and then are they sort of under like the Eidolon, like the classic Eidolon problem at that point? Could also just go get Vorapede and start crashing in. Do I have enough mana for that? Vorapede is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're just off. So I'd have to go to 9 to cast the Vorapede. Probably just go for Night of Autumn, gain 4. Yeah, I could cover for 4, go get Yawgmoth. I'm just thinking, like, if I go get Yawgmoth, though, then I also need 2 Undying Creatures. So 2 Undying Creatures costs me 8 life because of the Eidolons, putting me to 3, and then they just kill me, right? Whereas if I go get, maybe I should have done that while they're tapped out, so they wouldn't potentially have, Skullcrack here. 3, that's 4, 5, 6. The plan is we mill them out. You know what I should have done there? Should have put Yorion to hand. Beginner's mistake. But if we can get that second white, blink Night of Autumn, we're laughing. It's a pretty good move, actually. Gain them some life, take Night of Autumn off the board so Yorion is no longer able to gain life. Hey there, Griffin. Yeah, exactly. Playing a little bit of my favorite deck. Although normally not usually don't play Yorion in this list. Oh, you sold your modern deck recently to focus on Pauper. Oh, that's really cool. What what decks are you really excited about right now in Pauper? Yes. Do yourself 4 damage. For a creature that can barely even attack me. Oh, cool. Rakdos Goblins with Body Dropper. Yeah, I think I saw that not too long ago. Played against that deck. Looks pretty cool. I'm, of course, a fan of various sacrifice lists. Ooh, Boros Tribe. I think I played against that once recently as well. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Oh, coming in with everything. Okay. They're gonna do some damage, I guess. Cutthroat on top. Oh, the lightning bolt is targeting the Bird of Paradise. Okay. So let's see here. Currently, we're taking 4. Um, so that puts me to 11. If I Elmdari's Call, I don't really think Elmdari's Call is the way to go, though, is it? Because what can we even go get? I guess we could go get Innkeeper. That's not good. What a weird game of Magic. Come on, give me another Chord of Calling. Okay, Chord of Calling on top. Beautiful. Can maybe go get a Scavenging Ooze? Maybe we're just dead? I don't think we're quite dead. If we're not dead, we can just go get a Geralf's Messenger. I have a third one. Do we have enough mana for Geralf's Messenger, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, cool. I mean, we could, or we could just kill them with Geralf's Messenger. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Alright, Night of Autumn comes in. Scavenging Ooze comes in. I think those are the only cards coming in for the matchup. I mean, depending on how many cards I want to take out, Endurance isn't the worst. Sure. Yeah, this seems fine to me. Yeah, opponent's mulliganing pretty hard here. Gone down to 5. Put that on the screen. I'm going to try and remember to keep this on the screen. I don't know if anyone can empathize, but like when this is out of sight, I just don't even remember it's there anymore. All right, come on, no Eidolons this time. Not that lucky. Gonna be taking some damage. Oh, Scavenging Ooze could be nice for later. I can't really even go get a swamp right now. I just have to go get another basic forest. I don't want to take the shock for the Overgrown Tomb. Come at me, I'm here. Kill me. Another Chord of Calling. So you can Chord of Calling X's 2. Really not the best. I guess I could go get like an Innkeeper. That's not the worst. Go get a Wall of Roots. What else we got? Scavenging Ooze again. So much better if we could chord for 3, obviously. But maybe the second chord can be a chord for 3. Searing Blaze. Already at 6. Damn. Three mana? What is this? Rift Bolt? Skewer the Critics? Skewer the Critics on Bird of Paradise. One, two, three, four, five, six. Should not have used the Wall of Roots there. I think I'm supposed to wait until they're blocks, even though they could potentially draw a Skullcrack or something. But unfortunately, we are not able to undo the Wall of Roots mana thing. I don't want to tap out, and then they can attack with both their creatures, whereas right now I have two good blocks. Oh, why not? Why can't we undo? Something about if, like, a counter is put on something, you're not allowed to undo it. Yeah, there you go. Board state was changed. Thanks, Blind Judge. Hey, Drakuz. Yeah, something for just today. Something special for today. Alright, so they're empty-handed. We could play Scavenging Ooze. How many creatures are in the graveyard? 2? So it's basically even life to play Scooze. Or we could just play Vorapede. Can we just play Vorapede? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would put us to 2. think I'm more comfortable playing Scavenging Ooze. Uh, Nyoragawa, correct. Yep. You can undo like a Bird of Paradise or Ignoble Hierarch. Oh, good games. Whew. Chord of Calling really saves the day on this one. One of our few spells that doesn't trigger the Eidolon of the Great Revel, and we're able to use it to quite great effect. Alright, opponent mulligans to 6. We're going to start with Temple Garden here. We have Eladamri's Call. We have Twilight Mire to easily turn this into black mana. I wonder if they're actually playing Calibrated Blast. No, I don't think you could play this in Calibrated Blast deck, so they're playing something else. Scary. Oh, there's Yawgmoth. Now, if only they would play a creature! So we'll put the counter from Hapatra onto Hapatra to get that snake. I mean, why not? It doesn't kill the Hapatra, we get a snake. Now we have an extra creature to sacrifice. We still have the same amount of power on board. This is better if we draw Chord of Calling. And in the end, it isn't even going to matter. Because they're just going to Goblin Charbelcher for the win here. Come on. Stop breaking. I want to see their deck. Okay, we got Phyrexian Revoker, Collector Ouphe, Eidolon. I mean, we could potentially bring an Outland Liberator. It's probably better than some of the random stuff we have. I mean, in the same sense, Knight of Autumn is just as good. But these are definitely lower priority creatures over the first three. I'm just thinking we're probably going to have a lot of cards to take out, right? Like, Hapatra comes out, Scooz comes out, Endurance comes out. Grist isn't even very good. This one's a tough one to keep because we're on the one land on the play, and it's a Nurturing Peatland, but, like, we've got some good options here. And if we draw land off the top, we're laughing. Alright, opponent is on the mull. Well, Leyline of Sanctity is good against Blood Artist, but not against Cutthroat. We have both. Oh, sorry about that, Blind. I find that my channel does have some issues with delays. Insect creature, Vorapede, one of the other Undying creatures. Really need to draw land off the top here. Oh, do we even want it after sideboard? I mean, it's not really important, but it is a combo creature, so I think it's better than Grist. Just totally missing on the lands here. Shame too, because like we had a way to move forward. We could have Eldritch Evolution, got Collector Ouphe, and then they can't combo. We're still like in the running though. We just need to find a land on top here. We can still potentially do it. I'm just scared that opponent's going to win right now. This is probably it. Ah, I see. That's why they were hesitating. Okay, land, 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 land. Come on, deck. Why you do me like this? We have so many answers. Punished for keeping a one land hand. We're almost there on Chord of Calling, too. We're even just one off on Chord. Can attack for 5. Disappointing. This hand is slow, but we are on the play. I'm going to keep this. And we actually have like a turn 4 win. Right on time, Birds of Paradise. Right on time. Let's play a Grist. Next turn, Yawgmoth. We'll see if we can set up for a potential turn 5. Need to get some draws, though. Oh, that's a draw. That's a good one. Would have liked that Chord of Calling, though. So if we draw a Young Wolf or Chord of Calling, we're looking pretty good. That's a jerk move. Oh, there's the Young Wolf we wanted. Oh, we're going to have to take a turn off, but we got a pretty good setup turn here. Cross Messenger, Young Wolf. Then we have Eldritch Evolution for the win. Fable isn't flipped yet. Okay. Passing with a whole lot of mana open. They probably have Solitude, right? Go get Yawgmoth. We're going to Eldritch Evolution again, get another Geralf's Messenger, and that way a single point of interaction isn't going to be able to beat us. And it looks like the opponent doesn't have 2 points of interaction, so they concede. So let's see here. We don't know a ton about what the opponent is doing, at least me personally. I know they have a lot of good cards in their Yorion deck. Oh, this one's an easy one to mulligan. Keep this, get rid of Cutthroat. Not a great hand. Alright, please no Wrenn and 6. Damn it! Wrenn and 6 is so good versus this hand. This hand does nothing. Alright, we got a 4-3. And Ice Fang is still 2 lands away from having Death Touch. Expressive Iteration. Real good magic card. Very much like a 2-mana draw 2. Unholy Heat and Wrenn and 6 together take out the Night of Autumn. And we're stuck with nothing once again. I'm going to put up the Ignoble Hierarch here so we can Chord of Calling for 2. Go get maybe like, I don't know, Scavenging Ooze or something. But we are quite far behind at this point. Opponent has 7 cards in hand. Wrenn and 6 does so much work. Alright, so we got the Honor Guard here, which is going to keep us safe from Solitude and Fury. Omnath isn't quite as good. Prismatic Ending on the Tikaliani Guard, which tells me that it was a good card, but they have 5 cards in hand. They have a Planeswalker. We have almost nothing here. I guess we can Eldritch Evolution this, go get like a Yawgmoth. Not the worst. Maybe we go get Grist. Omnath. And an attack at Grist. Do they have a Lightning Bolt to finish it off? Or maybe this is just a Fury? Yeah, Fury. Alright, we're going to move on to game 3 here. All right, game 3. Here we go. What do we got? This hand is kind of garbage. This is keepable. Let's go get an Overgrown Tomb here. Wall of Roots to set us up for Yawg. All right, let's see what kind of thing we can do here. All right, so we do get another land. We have access to 4 mana, so if we Strangleroot Geist, we can't do anything else. We could Yawgmoth. That exposes the Yawgmoth, but I don't think they're going to have too much they can really take care of it this early. Unless they just straight up have Counterspell in hand, of course, which it looks like they do. Wrenn and 6 again. And we get Prosperous Innkeeper. I think we're just going to play these 2 creatures. So we're going to need another Overgrown Tomb to do that. Unfortunately, that means we have no white mana. The way that I configured this deck, we definitely have a difficult time casting Yorion. We have a single white land, 4 Birds of Paradise, 2 Prosperous Innkeepers. It's not enough to consistently cast Yorion. Hey, Chuck. As many young wolves as you can handle today. Ooh, okay. They just engineered explosives their own Wrenn and 6 away? I don't mind that. Let's draw a card, see here what we get. Call. Again, we're off on white mana. I guess the Innkeeper gets us white. Yeah, good point, Drekaz. Let us attack the Ren and 6 before they blow it up themselves. Although that would potentially give us an opportunity to, like, sacrifice our creature, get value out of it. Eldritch Evolution. So we have 5 mana, so we can Eladamri's Call, Eladamri's Call, go get a thing, play it, or we can just Eldritch Evolution the Innkeeper. Kind of like just going and getting another messenger, honestly. Could also go get Grist. Grist would probably actually be super good. Yeah, let's go get Grist. Can't actually play the Magus of the Moon here, although it would be kind of interesting. Oh, the Fury, though. I think the Fury might actually just kill us here. Fury takes out our 2 creatures, Solitude takes out our Grist. We have nothing except for Eldritch Evolution. I thought we were catching up. The Elemental Incarnation, there's no catching up versus the Elemental Incarnations. These cards are just too good. Hit an insect? No. Okay. So we're kind of priced into blocking the Fury here, letting the Grist go to 1 from the Solitude, and that's, if they have absolutely nothing. Don't have the mana to cast it. Also, it wouldn't even be very good. Oh, I see. Reflection of Kiki Jiki is going to be pretty good with these creatures. Alright, I think we're done with this one. We're not going to be able to catch up to that. Let's move on to the next match. Started with a sweet win versus Burn. Then we lost a quick one versus Charbelcher. Hey, what's good? Doing all right? How you doing? Hey, GG's. Those elemental incarnations, eh? Good magic cards. Never in the history of magic has a free spell ever been a problem. All right, we got the play. One land hand on the play, but it's got so many mana dorks. If I am so greedy, I am keeping this. If our bird lives, we get to just explode onto the board. If we draw land for turn two, we are laughing. And if our bird gets killed turn one, well, we're punished pretty hard. I don't blame you. I spent a lot of time playing Jund myself, but I like a lot of variety, you know? Ooh, Inquisition. Okay, so if they take the Wall of Roots here, we're kind of, like our hand falls apart. But, shh, don't tell them that. Okay, they take the, the worst card, I guess. Awesome. Abrupt Decay. Blah. Evac G-Fix. Hey, I appreciate that, but for now I'm just kind of doing these things by myself. I'll keep you in mind though if I'm looking to improve my stuff, to level up my game. All right, so they're gonna make me discard a card, and they're gonna kill the Bird of Paradise. So we might as well sacrifice the Bird of Paradise, draw a card, and then we can discard the Boseiju instead of the Scooze. Let's go get a Dryad Arbor. Extra creature for Yawgmoth, extra creature for Scooze. There you go, friend. They're running 6 ticks down. We get to draw a card. Seems good. No fatal push. Bonus. Okay, so let's think of a little bit about what we know about the opponent's deck. Their Jund colors, playing Ren and 6, Ragavan, Colleague's Command, Abrupt Decay, and Inquisition. This looks like my bread and butter. Spent a lot of time playing Jund. But I haven't spent a lot of time playing new Jund. So is this like Sagavan? Kind of feels like it would be difficult to play cards like Abrupt Decay if they were playing Urza Saga. Yawgmoth is the way. Eats those Ragavans for breakfast. Oh, Chuck, you're going for the big one. Almost there. Almost. Nope. Ah. Denied. It's because you got greedy. I understand that, though. Greed is good. I'm just trying to increase the card quality of the deck at the moment. I just want more good cards. What are you talking about, Cooper? We're playing all good cards here. Not super excited about this one. Also, don't want a mulligan. Leyline of the Void? Okay. We have ways around that. But it is pretty good. Alright, they turn one Ragavan, we turn one Yawgmoth. Modern staple Vorapede. Hey, we need another undying creature, right? Oh, 100% blocking this. Tarmogoyf, okay. Tarmogoyf's a big boy. Endurance could be a pretty nice ambush for it, though. Which one, the Vorapede? Not a fan. Not a fan. I think I'm going to discard the Gross Messenger because we're so far away from being able to cast it. We'll get the Temple Garden so that we can cast the call. Land, that's what I was looking for. So we can potentially Endurance block the Tarmogoyf. Kind of hoping they cast another thing here. Oh, wow. No dash? Put a bunch of lands back in the opponent's deck. They have Assassin's Trophy. Okay. Go get a Swamp. And we can almost cast Vorapede. Yeah, we'll take one. And get Strangleroot Geist. Okay, so let's play Dryad Arbor. We can't Eladamri's... We can't call and Geist. That's unfortunate. Stupid basic swamp. Should have got a forest. It's unfortunately going to be no blocks here. I want that Dryad Arbor so we can cast this 5/4. Bloodbraid Elf into another Tarmogoyf. Scary. Fortunately, their attacks aren't very good. No attacks. Love to see it. Alright, can we get another black mana? No, but we do get Boseiju, which gets rid of Leyline of the Void. Awesome. Alright, so we can go get Grist, I think. Ooh, we milled a Grist and a Yogg, so we got 2 insects. So let's see here. They could actually kill the Vorapede. I don't want to trade it off, because we have the Boseiju in hand. So if I can wait one more turn, then we can get rid of the Leyline and this thing comes back when it dies. Block that with an insect. I'm not going to expose my Vorapede to a lightning bolt. Okay. Oh, we milled Vorapede. We got another double mill on Grist. How much mana do we have left? I think we have enough to get Yorion. Ooh, yeah. Vorapede, too strong. Better than Tarmogoyf. You heard it here. The hand is not the best, but I think it's keepable. No vials and only two halflings DT might actually approve. I mean, that was the first thing on my mind when I was building this deck. What would Demonic Tutors do? Deck has a mad scientist look to it. That is the kindest thing anyone has said to me today. Bird of Paradise, though. We gotta go for the bird. I think I just go get basic forest here. And then we added Yorion. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, Demonic Tutors and I definitely have different ideas on some aspects of the Yawgmoth combo, but for the most part, we agree. Uh-oh. Oh no. We're about to get hit for 11. Damn hammer time. Grist. I mean, technically, Grist could kill this. It's awkward because we lose our bird in doing it, but it might just be the best play because they only have one card in hand. So at that point, they're like, they've done what they can, right? And we can take time to rebuild. Yeah, Young Dingo is a great streamer. I missequenced this. I could have been gaining a few life points here that I missed. I could have gained life on the insect token. I could have gained life on the wall of roots. This was bad sequencing. I think we actually missed two life. Because we could have played the wall of roots off the treasure and still gotten that extra mana point. So sorry about that, friends. Less than perfect play. I mean, Knight of Autumn is good, but isn't Yawgmoth just better? All right, this feels like a win. I remember it was one word, but does he spell it like that? Is that right? Okay. Second try's a charm. So what were we doing? We were playing a game of Magic against Hammer Time. Okay. I know exactly what's going on. We could potentially bring in Aven Mindcensor. I'm not sure that it's good. Yawgmoth Yorion with clickbait, but it worked. I like, a little bit of variety. I find that, with I play Yawgmoth fairly consistently, right? Every fortnight I play Yawgmoth combo. And most of the time it's samey. So this was definitely uh, a step outside of the same deck while still playing, four of Yawgmoth. Do like a bit of variety. All right, Scavenging Ooze doesn't really work in this matchup. Endurance is actually kind of okay. It does have reach, so it's not the worst. Hapatra's good here. We got a minute, less than a minute, to take two cards out of the deck. Let me think. What cards are bad? I can't think like Vorapede is probably one of the worst cards in this matchup because the matchup is so fast. We're not necessarily going to have time to make it up to 5 mana. We just want our cheaper stuff anyways. I'm actually wondering if I want to take anything else out just for an additional endurance to have an extra creature with reach. But we don't exactly have a lot of time left. I think I'll just submit then. We can think about it a little bit more if we go to a game 3. Uh, Good enough. Not great, but good enough. Young Wolf into Prosperous Innkeeper into hopefully turn 3 Yawgmoth. And we're going to want to go get a black land. Even though we have Eladamri's Call, we're going to want to go get a Overgrown Tomb so that we can cast Geralf's Messenger. Another call. Not what I wanted to see. Need to hit land number 3 to get that Yawgmoth out turn 2, or turn 3 rather. Sanctifier, that's terrible. I mean, we do have cards that block it, like Endurance, for example, but pretty good against a lot of the stuff we're doing. I like the Strangleroot Geist, that's nice. Let's go get Overgrown Tomb. Yes, pay the life. Innkeeper, go. I mean, it's the only way we can show off all these cool cards, right? No blocks. If it's just 2 damage, it's not a big deal. Stoneforge Mystic. Are you getting a hammer? Are you getting a sword? Ooh, Chuck, I see you have the points to open a chest. Would you be able to remind me after this game? Ah, damn, we missed land. I think I'm just going to play Strangleroot Geist here. Now we have something that blocks the Sanctifier. If we can just get one more land, we can get this Yawgmoth out, and I'm feeling really confident with the Yawgmoth on the board. Of course, if they put Hammer on the Sanctifier, that is, of course, a problem. Okay, so we do have a problem. Go to blocks, block here, block here. All right, do they have two hammers is the question. Okay, okay. Chord of Calling, so we can actually destroy the Colossus Hammer after blocks. Destroy target artifact, get rid of that hammer. Blacksmith skill. Okay, that's pretty good for them, obviously. So we're going to lose our young wolf. Such a good magic card. Love Blacksmith skill. Obviously, it's hurting us here, but great, great magic card. We are hurting on mana now. We just haven't been able to draw that third land at any point. And now we've lost our treasure as well, so actually all the cards in our hand are uncastable except for, you know, if we want to evoke Endurance, which is quite poor. I'm going to attack for 5, and we'll block with Prosperous Innkeeper, I guess. Donut, no. I actually had quite a bit of trouble finding the cards, so I wasn't able to get them. I've been so out of touch with the paper side of the game that just don't have the cards I need to compete right now. Yeah, tell me about it. Wow, 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 wow. Turn 6, no lands drawn. Is it even worth continuing to play out this game? Kind of feel like this game is over. Well, we got lots of time on our clock. Let's go for another turn or two. And then we can open that treasure chest for Chuck. Okay, whatever. Can't find lands, can't find lands. Let's move on to game 3. But first, let's open up a treasure chest. Getting real close to a nice number of chests here. What do we get? 5 play points. Archon of Redemption, a 5-mana 3/4 with flying. Whenever Archon of Redemption or another creature with flying enters the battlefield under your control, you may gain life equal to that creature's power. And then we've also got Rune Raider, 3-mana 3/2 with Raid. Beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, reveal the top card of your library, put that card in your hand, and lose life equal to its mana value. Okay, kind of like a Dark Confidant that's bad. Cool. So I was thinking about bringing in more Endurance, just to have more potential blockers in the early game. Things that can block flying. I was also kind of wondering about Mindcensor. Mindcensor might just be better than Endurance, since the opponent is potentially like looking through their library. Must mull, and now it's all lands. Hey, don't worry about it. Thanks for the interest. Like, we have Boseiju, we have Wall of Roots. If I had Twilight Mire, I'd be a lot happier with this hand. I like the Grist. Sanctifier on Vec again. Another Grist. So we're going to leave up Boseiju here by activating the Wall of Roots. And it kind of looks like we're just avoiding hurting ourselves with the Peatland. So Wall of Roots is a decent blocker for Sanctifier in the short term. Eventually, it might shrink to the point where Sanctifier can tear through it. Yawgmoth Nexus, that's scary. That could kill us pretty quick. Hey, Shauna, what's new? Yeah, I mean, um, Dryad Arbor is a bit of a pain when you draw it naturally. I just feel like um, the card is so good. When you have a Yawgmoth and play in a fetch land and you're able to like get the fetch land out and reset an undying creature or whatever, I kind of feel like it's worth having it. So if I play the Young Wolf and the Geralf's Messenger, I don't have access to Boseiju, and that means I could just die to the Inkmoth Nexus next turn. So I think we can only cast the Young Wolf. Damn it. The Abzan pile's been fun. I would not say that it's better than the standard version, but it's definitely fun. You get to do some pretty cool stuff with it. Metamon, hello, hello. Gonna kill that Sanctifier. Oh shit, I can't even kill it. Because insect tokens can't block it. Ah, oh, what a pain. What a pain. It would have been such a great opportunity to kill that thing. Metamon, cheers. Yeah, Sanctifier is pretty good. Don't see much point in using the Boseiju at that moment. Might as well, though. Otherwise, I'm just holding on to my mana. Get rid of that hammer. Can Hapatra snake block? I don't remember what color the snakes are for Hapatra. Let's take a look. It's a green snake with Death Touch. So yeah, those could block and kill. I almost sacrificed the Geralf's Messenger, but I would have lost it forever. So let's just sacrifice an insect. Kill the Pure Steel. Yeah, Shauna, that was definitely a consideration. I didn't want to hold up my mana anymore. Like, Boseiju was tying up 2 mana every turn. Although it was also, keeping me alive. If they are able to put a hammer onto Inkmoth Nexus, I could die at any moment. Well, not anymore. Endurance does give us a block. Twilight Mire, cool. Let's make an insect. No point in attacking with Messenger. They block it and it dies for good. I guess we'll just pass with Endurance up. So yeah, worst case, we can block Yawgmoth Nexus. Another Sanctifier on Vec. Gross. I'm going to put this in view so I don't forget about it. Like, I did have reason to leave my mana untapped this time. I think I'm going to actually just cast Endurance right now, Endurance myself, get those 2 Boseijus back. Double Boseiju back in the deck. An interesting stalemate we found ourselves in. Gonna need to find some access to a second white mana. We have 1 white mana here. So we're gonna need a Bird of Paradise or an Innkeeper or something. Interesting. Are they just planning on throwing this Yawgmoth Nexus away? I guess maybe they could have Blacksmith skill? Whatever, I'm gonna take the bait. Ah, opponent didn't realize it had reach. Okay. Okay, so they are going for Blacksmith skill. But this, I think, from their comment, this is not the play they were looking to make. And this gets to survive, so we're still going to have a blocker for Yawgmoth Nexus at a later time. And if we can get the Yorion to go off, we can actually reset the Endurance. Oh, there goes Boseiju again. No. I don't think they can put a hammer on the Yawgmoth Nexus at instant speed here. They don't have Sigarda's Aid down, so I think I'm just going to take the 1 Infect rather than lose Endurance. Still kind of hoping to get the chance to reset it. Yawgmoth. We had another... I need to put another Temple Garden in this deck so that we can cast Yorion just with our lands. This is such a huge oversight. That might just be death. If they have a hammer in hand, they have 2 Inkmoth Nexus. I can only block 1. And if I had had the second Temple Garden, I would have been able to Yorion and have 2 blockers. Oh well, that's some bad deck building for you. Alright, is your final card Hammer? No point in me blocking here. Oh, pushing him a Sanctifier as well? That's a surprise. I'm going to put Yawgmoth in front of that. Alright, are we dead? Not dead. Good draw. That protects us. So like if they cast a hammer, we can actually kill the Sigardazade with the hammer on the stack so that they don't get the instant equip on like their Inkmoth Nexus or something. We could just destroy the hammer itself, but I think killing the Sigardazade is probably slightly better. We are still in a bit of trouble though. Like these Inkmoth Nexus will kill us if we don't find a way to take them off the board. Oh, they're just coming in with 1 this time? They must have some more stuff to cast. Second main step, I guess. Not going to block it. I'll just take the 1. They didn't cast anything, did they? So the Liberator flips? Sweet. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, they're gonna march. March my trap breaker. Alright, well, I guess we'll just activate it then. Destroy the Sigardazade. Could attack here. And we would either lose... Oh, man. Kind of want to just, like, start pushing in. Okay. Get to kill almost all their stuff with that attack. Do we want to play another Grist? We've got this Grist at 6. I'd like to ultimate this one before I play this one. Yeah, mercy. This game is intense. And it definitely would have been a different game if they had remembered that Endurance had reach and they didn't need to use that blacksmith skill earlier. Difficult choice, but I think it's probably worth it to get that Dryad Arbor in. I don't know, like, there's definitely some instances where Dryad Arbor isn't, great, but for the most part, it is so good. Oh, wow. Are they thinking about maybe holding back with the Nexus and maybe using them as blockers? Interesting attack. Another Grist. All right, so I guess we'll down tick this one. Play another one. Start upticking so we can ultimate again. I wanted that bird to play so that I could play Yorion. Damn it. Alright, we're going to attack again. This time we'll lose Hapatra. And if we're killing one of their Yawgmoth Nexus, that's a really good thing. It slows their clock down so much. Yeah, this is totally fine. They go to 6. Grist will be lethal, probably by the time it reaches ultimate. This Yorion just rotting in our hand is a bit of an insult, though, to my deck building. So they have 2 cards in hand. The worst thing they could have would be double blacksmith skill, which would put us to 9, in fact. So again, not going to block. But I think we will probably have to block next turn. Oh, you haven't followed yet? Well, thank you for the follow, friend. Oh, they're ticking down the Grist is what they're doing. Attacking the Grist with the Yawgmoth Nexus. Okay. Well, this is just buying me time anyway. Eldritch Evolution? Okay, so this should probably just be game, right? Let's think about this. Actually, you know what we could do? We could Eldritch Evolution something into an Innkeeper and then play Yorion. That's not the worst. That's actually pretty good. But let's think about if there's a way to actually win the game right now, okay? Honestly, I don't think so. We don't have any Undying Creatures. We don't have Yawgmoth. I kind of feel like go get Innkeeper and, yeah, go from there. It seems like the best thing. But what? Do you have a line where we could win? One, two, three. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Yogg helps to don't die from Inkmoth, true, but so does Yorion, right? Because then we have a flying blocker and a reach blocker. I think this is a pretty cool line. I'm going to go for it. Oh. We've already used the Grist. Excellent line, though. The Grist was at 3. Good looking out. That was really smart. Sometimes I forget Yawgmoth has flavor text. Also, we missed a point of life from the Grist and the Innkeeper. Beginning of the next end step, so we won't be able to tick up the Grist again. It's fine. This. Actually, we don't, there's no point in returning this. It just lowers the, okay. Attack for 2. I think we just won't hit anybody with the Endurance. Pretty good one. Think we still have this, though, even if they have hammer in hand, which it seems like they don't. Oh, blacksmith skill. Yep. All right, so they have 4 blockers. Block this, block this. Doesn't really seem like attacks are good here. Just gonna pass the turn. I guess we could still attack just with Yorion. They have to block with Inkmoth Nexus. They lose the Nexus. And then next turn we have a better attack. We'll be able to put them to 1 with Yorion. And then hopefully the rest of what we got can get through for the final point of damage. Could have probably attacked with Endurance as well. Opponent puts up the GGs in chat. Good games. That was a tough league. The game started out moving very, very fast, and then that last game took a lot out of me. But we got a positive league in the end, and we got a little bit of data. Definitely feeling like the mana base was off. Gonna need another Temple Garden. How much are Temple Gardens going for? Can I just buy one? Or do I have to wait to rent one?